Hello, just a couple of general housekeeping bits for you. If you are seeing this and it's not been released until Wednesday at 4:15, my apologies. Workload and just stuff generally going on in life at the moment has just got in the way once again, and we're getting them out, but maybe just a little bit delayed. I've had to change shifts and stuff at work, so that's the way things are sometimes. You just, unless you're doing this full time, you just can't fit it all in when you want to fit it in. So, as I say, apologies for that. Secondly, I have noticed that the last two episodes have not picked up any views whatsoever. So maybe nobody's watching this. If that continues for the rest of this week, so this episode and the one at the end of the week, then I will curtail this series and we will be looking to finish this particular series at the end of this current season here in SerieA, whether we get relegated or whether we manage to stay up. That will be the end. So no views come Monday next week on any of these four. So in effect, 2 weeks worth of episodes we've not had anybody. Then I will curtail it because, as I say, workload is very heavy at the moment. And if nobody's watching it, nobody's enjoying it, then it seems the right thing to do is to pull this one, stick with To Be a Legend, and that's what we'll do. So apologies if that's how it all ends up, but if people are not watching and not enjoying, then there's not much point in doing them. We've got then to plan for FM22 and pick up with some new series with that. That's my little ramble for now. Let's get on with this series and this particular episode of the Sicilian Defence. Hello and welcome to episode 34 of the Sicilian Defence. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have two games for you. Atalanta away in the Coppa Itallia qualifying round 4, and then away to Sicilian in SerieA. And you will see on the screen behind me that we've not been having a particularly fantastic time. I think you were with us last for Sampdoria and Torino, a 3-0 loss against Sampdoria and a 1-1 draw with Torino since then. We have drawn 1-1 with Milan, which was a bit of a surprise, really. Didn't really expect that, but we just managed to draw with them. Just a quick look at the figures. A penalty from Stepovic after 55 minutes, but 3 minutes later it was all square, but we managed to hang out there for the draw, which is a point that we've picked up in amongst nothing else, really. And then we decided on having a friendly, because we had the international break, a friendly with Royal Antwerp, who we beat 4-0 and played reasonably well. So I think it's just the calibre of teams that we're playing here in SerieA against the quality of players that we've got, and probably weren't really ready, hadn't built the side that was going to take SerieA by storm. Udinese, we lost 4-1 away. Just Daniel Pavlev getting our consolation goal there, and Stepovic getting a consolation against Atalanta, who we're playing today. Excuse me, in SerieA. Really not having a good time at all. And we are currently, as a consequence of that, having played 13 games out of our, I think it's 38 games. So we're not quite halfway yet. Excuse me. As you'll see, we are down in 19th place. We need to turn the corner. We need to have a bit of a string of wins to pull us back up, and if we can finish somewhere around about here, 12th, 13th, I will be extremely happy. Excuse me, I seem to have got a frog in my throat. So that's where we're at currently. Nothing else happening. We are heading down into the transfer window, and quite clearly we need to be having a look at how we're going to shore this team up. We need somebody who can score goals. We need somebody who can defend. So we need a striker, we need a defender, and possibly even a goalkeeper, although De Favrio has been playing extremely well and consistently getting over sevens. The defence in front of him just aren't up to it. It might be De Favrio can stay there if we can get a decent central defender or couple of decent defenders and that striker. Midfield, we're not too bad. I think we've suffered from Fagioli not being in the side, having been injured. But he is on the way back in, so fingers crossed that will start to shine through. Anyway, enough of me chatting away. Here is the team that is going to play Atalanta in the Coppa Italia qualifying round 4. And this is the team that we have picked for this Coppa Italia qualifying round 4. Minelli returns just, I think, for this. Give him a chance. He has been injured, but he's come back, and he is facing today's game. Minelli there in goal. Beste, Baxvanos, Farabajoli, who's back from injury as well, and Pavlev is our defensive line. Ladanetti is the deep-lying playmaker in that sort of defensive role. Fagioli back from injury. He playing about 60 minutes there or thereabouts, we expect. As Sabri alongside him in the Mazzala role, and then Stepovic and Clark on the attacking midfield. Magazoo comes in for Ravgalier, who really just, as you'll see, 6.52 in his last 5 games, 6.78 overall. He's not having a good time at all. He's very, very poor at the moment, and we need him to step up. Ambrose not much better. In fact, he's predominantly worse at the moment as well. So we're definitely looking for a striker come the window. We've changed style a little bit. As you'll see, we've dropped to this formation. We've gone gegenpress. The assistant's telling me to play cautious today. One thing I didn't do, which I think, having come into this screen to do the defensive bit, I didn't ease off tackles. We didn't do our position instructions. We've done that now, so that's all good. Right, we can go back to the team selection. Apologies, you don't normally see that bit because that's all done before we get to this stage. So that's the team we're putting out anyway. I didn't go through the bench, did I? De Favro, Carente, Meitas, Ambrose, Albertini, Bertagnoli, Nasty, Calpai, Ravgalier, Georges, Zappella and Amasso. It could be that Nasty needs to come on and get Nasty in order to start to win some matches here as we go. Fagioli pleased to be back in the side, and we're pleased to have him back. Let's hope he can do the necessary. Right. Pump fist. No. Point the finger. Nobody expects us to get a result here. And we said that pretty much last time. We've got apprehensive players. Magazoo is apprehensive. Faith in you. Get out there and do a job. Stepovic is unsure. We'll tell him the same. And Fagioli is also unsure. Get out and do. How do you feel ahead of second match against Atalanta in quick succession? I think it was most the same as last time out. No, I'm hoping not. I saw enough from our first meeting to think we're ready to go out there and get the job done. You come into this one struggling a little late whilst your opponents have been riding on the crest of the wave. Do you anticipate another bad day at the office? It's hard to say, really. If we play as well as I know we can get a result. I think that's fair enough. As you'll see, they've had a reasonable run of late. Won 3 of the last 5, drawn 1, lost 1. And we are in a bit of a downward spiral at the minute, having lost 3 of our last 5, drawn the other 2. We need to turn that back to greens. We need to be seeing some greens in there, and a bit of a run of wins would do us a power of good. Starting today, possibly. They were all over us in the first match and started reasonably well in the second here. They have a free kick now. That's gone over the top. Corner for us. Fagioli with the corner. It's headed over the top. Be nice to get half time with having not conceded at least. They have a throw in on that far side there. Thrown in. It's headed clear by Sabri, but only back to Thierry. And they've got through Colombo, but well blocked. And not sure what that was all about. Why the defender fired that into the side of our player, I haven't got a clue. It was a bit of a mad thing to do, but that's realistically what we've been doing. They have a free kick now on that far side. And this is what we're up against. Oh, and half an hour gone, and we concede the first goal. 31 minutes into the game. Through, and I think Manelli was pretty much unsighted. Can't really blame him too much for that one. Once again, disappointing. Right, let's give the team a bit of a shout, encourage. And Clark looks like he's tired out on that right side as half-time comes. 8 shots, 3 on target, 1.10 for Atalanta. Only 2 shots, and one of which was on target for us, a 0.09. Rubbish, basically. 46% possession against their 54. A goal after 31 minutes. See if we can improve on that in the second half. We'll be right back with that said second half. And Atalanta get us underway for this second half. No changes at half-time that I'm aware of. And they have the attack again. That was cleared by Besti, but it's not cleared anyway. It's just cleared. And they're through again here. Bogger in, but Manelli gets down nicely for that one and protects the goal. Throw in Beste to Stepovic. Back to Beste to Ladanetti. Ladanetti to Fagioli, moving this around nicely at the moment. Magazoo, Fagioli, Ladanetti, back to Baxvanos, Fagioli, through to Stepovic. Fagioli gets a long ball across to find, I think that was Clark, but Clark lost it in controlling the ball, and they come on a counter now. Come through to Colombo, and Manelli has saved that one. Espito has come on. We might make a change shortly. They have a corner. Bogger. Colombo takes that out. Throw in to us on that far side. Best day we're not worried about. Jack Clark is tired. I thought he was. Looked at him at half time and he seemed to be okay, but he is struggling. And it might be an opportunity for Ambrose to come in on that right side. Get out there and make a difference is our usual team talk in this situation. Let's see if he can make a difference. Fagioli is tired now, and we thought he would be because he's come back from injury. And Mata coming on for him. Try and settle down into this again. Right. Gonna move up to a balanced just to see if we can, and we might, hang on, encourage the team again. Now we do have the defenders on defence, I think. Yeah, so our back line is defending. Do we leave it as that for the moment? Confirm changes, yep. Okay, let's just hang on in there. Sabri is now tired. He could be our third and final change. In fact, Ladanetti's tired as well. Okay, so who out of the two of them hasn't been having very similar in games. Right, well, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to carry on with those for a moment. Stepovic is now tired as well. And suggesting that Ladonetti comes off for Bertagnoli. He probably wasn't the best choice. He's disenchanted in that position there. Right, we're down to 80 minutes. We're a goal behind. I'm thinking this is the opportunity now to do a little bit of tinkering. Let's take these players off of and put them more on a support. Now we've moved up to a balanced. Okay, we're good to go. Let's see if we can... Pavlev is now tired as well. They have a corner. Headed clear by Sabri, but it's only as far as their player. And through well blocked by... I'm not quite sure who it was, but it was well blocked. And they're moving the ball around nicely, looking for a way through. They're going to find it in a second, but that one's straight in the arms of Manelli, who is having a good game. And we're going to lose this game by a goal to nil. And we have lost it by a goal to nil. But I will say, bearing in mind we lost previously to them in the league at home by 3-1, that wasn't... I mean, they were all over us still, but defensively we were a lot smarter there. We lost by that one goal, which was a cracking goal from outside the area, but we didn't concede it ridiculously there. So I take that as a plus at the moment, as we go looking to try. I think that is the thing. I'm pleased with the performance all in all. A couple of players, Magazu probably needed replacing up front there. He's not got that. We need a striker that's going to give us some pace and whatever. You opted to bring Ravgalia. Or what was your thinking behind that? I'll private and remained so for the time. We'll learn from the defeat, and perhaps I should. Most people expect a heavy defeat for your side today, but it didn't play out like that. You must have reason to be happy, even in defeat. I'm pleased how we play collectively. It bodes well for the future. That's the frame of mind that I'm in, and that is how we have finished up on this one. Right, we will go through and do the rest of the business here. Let's see if we can get a win in SerieA to finish off this episode. It would be very, very nice to put 3 points on the board. Maybe starts a mini revival. Who knows? And this is the team we're putting out against Sassuolo in this second game of the episode. And De Favro back in goal. Beste, Baxvanos, Fabrigioli, Pavlev in defence. Ladonetti at the base of midfield. Fagioli and Sabri in front of him. Stepovic and Clark in attacking midfield, and Rovgalier is back in as the striker. Manelli, Albertini, Bergatinoli, Ambrose, Carante, Meta, Magazu, Calpai, Amasso, Nasty, Zappella, and Vrikis are all on the bench. Did I mention Ambrose? Yes, I did. So that is the team that we are putting out. And I'm hoping after the last match, we might be on a little bit of a turn in the right direction. And the tunnel talk. How do you see Torino's match against Milan affecting Serie A relegation problem? With increasing spotlight on the club's dressing room atmosphere, has it been hard to prepare for this match? Something I've been trying to fix. A couple of wins would do the world of good. They've won 3 of their last 5, lost the other 2. And currently we're on a 3-game losing spurt. And I don't know how many games it is, about 8 games now without a win. There we are, tucked down in the relegation zone. 3 points today would be a big help in trying to get out of here. If we don't, then I suspect we may well be likely to get relegated. Beste with a throw-in. It's been cleared, and they have a counter on. And he's very, very fast. Got a cross in, but it's cleared. Not cleared very well, and that's through to Del Favrio. Kicks the ball forward, looks for Clark, finds him. Clark's coming forward, but he's lost the ball. He's done that on a few occasions. Not really that strong on the ball, and we need Boldy. Let's put that one behind. All that gone in the back of the net for a minute. Let him run at us. Beste with a headed clear, but only as far as their player. And this is where we're lacking. And he's through. Filoni. Foulon. And they go 1 up. 16 minutes on the clock. And once again, we're called out. Lovely cross ball. Tete sees his man. In fact, sees 2 over on this side. And we're doing absolutely nothing, and they're coming at us again and again and again. De Favreau, I thought he'd save that, but actually it was hit the post, I think. Beste with the throw into Ladanetti. Beste forward, looking for Stepovic, but it's way far too in front of him. And they come at us again, Boldy. And De Favreau coming out for that one. Back to Vanos. He's given the ball away. Fabergioli. Clark now. Can he do anything? Tucks it inside to Ravgalier. Sabri, who lost the ball in the tackle. Boldy in. And De Favreau pops that over the top. I think it was dipping. And got rid of it. Corner comes in, but it's headed straight back out for a throw in, and obviously that came to nothing. Right. Try and fire the team up if we can. Half time arrives, and not a lot going on. We've had 2 shots, none of which on target. We do have a high proportion of the possession, though, but we need to be doing something else. As it has been the thing all the way along, we're just not really turning anything at the moment, and we're in this deep downward spiral. We'll need to fix it if we can, otherwise relegation is definitely on the cards. Be back for the second half. And as you come back, it's Sussolo, who are getting the second half underway, and they're on the attack straight away. Backs Vanos, though, winning that ball to Ravgalier. He's got it out wide to Fagioli. Fagioli trying to go down the near side, but the goalkeeper making the save. But that looks a bit brighter early in this second half. Beste with the corner in. It's headed clear, and they are on the counter, but it obviously came to nothing. Free kick, 1 over the top, and they've got number 2. A referee is going to call this one, I think. Might have been offside. We have a VAR check, and the goal is disallowed, thankfully. It's So yeah, there he is as the ball is kicked. He is offside, Mete. So we stay in it at 1-0. And we have an injury. Jack Clark is injured. I'll bring a Masso on for him as per my assistant manager's instructions as we get the game back underway. Stepovic not having a good game on that left wing either. Might change him in a minute. In fact, I'm tempted to do it now. He's not playing particularly well. Mind you, neither is Farah Bajoli in defence, which is the person probably that we need. Let's drop a bit of encouragement. Stepovic. Who will we bring on for him? Ambrose. Can we bring Ambrose on? Let's see. Needs somebody who can provide that right ball for, and not the delivery that we're getting there on the counter, and that's unlucky. That was blocked, and they do go 2 up, and it looks like again it might be a VAR check, and the goal is disallowed for a second time. Luck may be flowing our way a little bit. He's fractionally offside when that ball, and he's in the way. He's actually, goalkeeper's dived for it, and he has actually blocked that. And Fagioli now is, Sabri is tired, and we'll bring Bertagnoli on for him. They have a free kick, which come to nothing. Not sure why we saw that highlight. I think it's because I did the changes. Baxvanos with the clearance upfield, but nobody there. We just need a bit of luck. One of these balls now, just to get it'd be good to get a draw, would be absolutely splendid. We're not looking like we're going to do it as they come at us again. And they're through now. No, it's blocked, and second blocked. This time I think they've got the goal. They've got the second one, having had 2 disallowed. And that's the sort of luck that we're having. You know, blocked, maybe even blocked at the same time. So Matey gets it. The defender blocks. The ball is struck, comes off our defender, falls for their player again, and he puts it away. And that is the luck that we're having. Sorry to say, but that is it. Let's go positive. We've got nothing to lose now. And we're all tired. We've got tired legs out there. And Rav Gallier is having another shit game, basically. So I think I'm tempted to, if we can get somebody to buy him in the transfer window, he's a goner. Absolutely useless. Mind you, he's not getting the supply. So we end up 4 shots, 1 on target against their 11 and 3. Lost 2-0, and we're deep in that relegation. And I'll be honest with you, there's not, for me, even a little element there that that's even making me feel as if we can get out of this. Stepovic, abysmal. You deserve to come off. You look down and uninspired. You need to look down and uninspired. You need to pick yourself up. Sabri, again, disappointing. And even Favreau didn't have a particularly good game. The only player that got above a 7 was Pavlev. And yet again you failed to win. Considering your past thoughts on the winless run, what efforts do you envisage in having? Well, there we go. The rubbish, he's out for 3 weeks. Maybe that's not a bad thing anyway. 9 without a win now. And really poor form. Look at this. Sacking fodder, or well, certainly relegation fodder. Right, we're coming back for Parma and Lazio in our next episode. And that will be after Bologna and Fiorentina. What was I saying? Florentina games, which will be coming up off camera. Hopefully by then we'll have sorted something out. I've got to try and work out how best to stop this all happening. What's happening? I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that thumbs up. Subscribe, hit the notification button, keeps you up to date with all the future episodes of this particular series, the Sicilian Defence, and our sister series, To Be a Legend. Any new series, which won't be any until FM22. More about that as they are released. And new episodes of the Sicilian Defence currently every Tuesday and Friday. Don't forget, I did say at the start of the episode, if there's no views on this for this particular week, so this episode and the next episode, then I will cut losses and we will run it to the end of this particular season that we're playing, and then it will come to an end, and that will give me more time to look at the FM22 stuff and also finish off To Be a Legend. If you want to keep up to date with what's happening and what's going to happen to this particular series, then you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. We'll keep you up to date with all that's going on. Thank you for watching. Hopefully we'll see you on the next episode, episode 35. It's out on Friday, all being well.